Late
It's
Sesh.
the Late Sesh. Welcome, everybody. Cheers, chat. I gotta get my chat up here.
Yeah, put chat up. Go to live chat. Make sure you're in live
Watch
chat.
this. I've been using
There you go.
tickers.
Ticker.
Ooh, I
Yep.
like that. I need to get
Yep.
into chat. I'm way behind here.
Becca. There's Becca in
Becca's
chat,
in there.
at least.
Yep.
All 10 of us.
Yeah. We were just talking. I don't know what we were talking about. I was showing my new magic cards to Spartan, but
Yeah.
that's they're dinosaurs.
I just flipped my 4x8 tent into flower the other day, so things will start stretching here soon. We got some different strains in there, different uh, lengths. I might have to boost one up a little bit to make it reach the trellis net.
Oh yeah.
Put something underneath it or whatever. But
Oh, you don't think it'll reach?
there's one that's kind of shorter.
Just a
It's not real,
shorty.
just a shorty. That yeah.
Yeah, we got like two of
So,
those in Functified. And maybe one on the Papa Burgers is like that. I put it on the end. I usually put everything by size once it goes in the flour. It's like the back of the table is
Yeah.
tallest, and then the front of the table is shortest.
Oh,
But
depends.
we got our
for the
Spartan puke numbers.
Well, how'd we do, man? How did we do?
He said it didn't yield as well as last time, but he said 200 or 2.66%, which is I thought around what we got on the triple burger.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then 76.6% return on the press. So I think like total of 300, about 310 grams, 320 grams.
Not bad.
Yep, not bad at all. So it'll be ready in a week.
We always have to remember that on our pheno hunts, like the triple burger too. Both of those were pheno hunt runs. None of these numbers, all these numbers will probably improve when we do a run
I
of
say,
what we
yeah,
did from that pheno hunt.
even if one of those phenos was a 5% washer, it gets averaged out because there's only one bag out of 20 or whatever it was.
Yeah, because I think that
Yeah.
14 and 19 both were fucking over
When
3.
your ratio is 1/20th of the run, it doesn't affect it. But
Yeah.
what was I gonna say? Oh, and then we're hopefully we're gonna get that 14, 19 up to Frigoli and have a mix of that in BHO.
Shout out to Frugroli. He's not going to be able to make it tonight. He said he's exhausted. So he must have been working hard today.
Yeah.
and Tara's in Iowa still with her daughters visiting. So shout out to
Well, shout out, Tara.
Tara.
This
She's
is it.
able to.
Family time.
Maybe she's checking in later. I don't know. We'll see. She sometimes pops in chat. Who knows?
Shout out to we got Woody's Wood, we got Diggs, and we got Becca.
Yeah.
Oh, check it out, guys. I'm too lazy to type.
Cheers.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. I just put in the Limelight Cross the Vortex, and I put it in kind of early, like it was kind of a younger, smaller plant. But and that's I think somewhere in day 20, early 20s or something in flower right now. The stalk on that thing is like this big around. It's like a monster. So I love when I see that. It usually means we're gonna get some good buds out of it.
Yeah. I have to buy something for work. They want loppers because they can't handle cutting the stems,
So I want
And-
long handles.
Well, that's the problem is now it's guaranteed a two-handed thing.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that? But then I found DeWalt and some other places, but since we have DeWalt batteries at work,
Oh, just
DeWalt sells
little.
it's an electric lopper.
Oh, the electric lopper.
Dude, yeah, it's like $100. I mean, which is crazy, but like, I don't need one. They do, so it's like whatever. But what is nice about it is most lopper or most pruners, you buy are like 1 inch cutting width, like
Yeah.
how wide the scissors actually are.
Right.
These are like 1.5 or something crazy.
Oh,
So it's
nice.
like you could really cut some. I'm guessing it's for people working like field work where you're doing agriculture and you're like
Yeah,
really needing cut thick branches constantly. But
I'd be feeling
I
really
don't know.
silly using those in there. I'd be feeling really silly after years of just going there by hand, doing it with one hand, having to go in there with a fucking push
Well, yeah,
button.
that's you and me, but they haven't done it for years. I don't,
Yeah, well, guess what? It's a job. It's not for everybody.
yeah, I
Better get
just,
that grip strength up.
yeah. Sometimes you can't tell people certain things. You just
You're
have
not
to
gonna get
live
stronger.
with it.
You're not gonna get stronger
I've
if you use
said
them
that. I've
training
said
wheels.
that.
Man,
And honestly, I thought they were all getting stronger. I thought everybody was because nobody's complaining. Everybody's just chopping them themselves.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I get a request for loppers, and I'm just like,
I'd
oh.
be like, no. I'd be like, no. Like, do we get paid different wages? No, we all get the same tools. It's all the
Eh,
same. We're all
I come out of my wage, so
we're,
it's not a big deal. But
we're all
I haven't ordered it. I got run it by the boss because that's not something I'm just gonna order.
You got rode up by the boss. Is that what you said?
No, I gotta run it by the boss
Oh,
because
run it. Oh,
like $100-something, and it's like I don't know. He'll
yeah.
probably be like, okay, but like I said, if I were you, I'd be like, nah, I'll buy some new, pruners every now and then. But
Yeah, or
yep,
just get them sharp. We go out there, remember, with the iron file and sharpen them. And
yeah,
they go through like butter.
yeah,
A sharp
I was
tool.
doing that. But even so, let's say you bought
Is
one
that your cat?
pruner. No,
Oh
that
yeah,
was his
yeah.
nut
That's
trees.
You were here
hilarious.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I looked at nut tree.
yeah. I played it back for Tara. I got a playback of it that I saved a clip. So if you guys want, I'll drop it later. You guys can. It's funny.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was saying. So yeah, even if you bought new pruners, which are like 20, they're usually nice ones are 15 to 20 bucks for the wide ones. Even if you bought a new pruner every 6 months, that's, every 6 months, so that's 12 harvests, right?
Why
So
would you buy them every 6 months?
I'm just saying, even if you did, because they get shitty. Um, and
Okay,
well, they don't make things like they used to. But we bought new ones at work, and like they go dull. They go dull almost. You need to sharpen them during a harvest,
that's
which is
ridiculous.
pathetic. It's just shitty metal, and I know what it is. They're using pot metal, and but anyway. So even if you had to buy one every 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
divide 12, for $15 by 12. It's less than $1, harvest that you're paying for that. So like that's what I kind of figure. But
Yeah, that's true.
I try to get the most use out of them, and
You can be in there with chainsaws next because it's too difficult to push a button.
well, that's what the other option I looked at. They have just like the DeWalt thing. They have a mini chainsaw, so it's like 4 or 5 inches on the
Yeah.
end of basically like a drill thing. And I told him I told the boss about that. And he was like, "Oh yeah, get that." I was just like, "I'm not just gonna willy nilly buy
that's
it."
that's totally OSHA approved.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if I get
For a
any of
fucking
these, if I
chainsaw.
get any of these like machinery, now I gotta really tell them, "Hey, don't fuck around." And what I mean by fuck around is like, pay attention when you're using this.
You're on camera 24/7. So
Well,
put it away.
like you
Don't
put your
stab
finger in there,
yourself in
that
the face.
machine's gonna take it off.
Don't use it
Yeah.
after lunch break.
I'd be concerned with how strict they're getting with the walkthroughs. Be like, put it back where it goes. Don't leave it around.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, they're gonna
They
question where it came from.
just want to control everything.
Of course they do.
It's like the food thing. If you're passing testing, is this not America where you should be able to tell your workers eat wherever the fuck you want as long as we pass, right?
That's not the
But
case, dude. I've
but
worked in a food facility. That is not the case. You have segregated
the
because
CRA wants to be like, you can't do this, you can't
you
do
know
that.
the reason for that is allergens. So like peanut butter is a big one. Peanuts. People go to smoke it. They're allergic to peanuts and they smoke some weed that's got some peanut butter on it. They might have some issues.
I eat peanut butter jelly every day of lunch, so there's a risk I'm going to contaminate all the flour. Oh well. If you eat fish, there's fish. Like, that's crazy.
There's
Oh
no risk.
shit.
There's no risk because you go in there with the sleeves and the gloves on, so it's good.
I might have peanut butter on my face and
I
particles.
would have hoped that you could figure out how to eat by now, man. I think you're all right.
Sometimes I get hungry.
I had peanut butter and honey last night after the show. You guys made me want some peanut butter. It was peanut butter toast, honey.
Good
I
stuff.
ended up staying up late and watching True Detective. There's a
Nice.
new season. It's
Oh,
pretty,
there is?
yeah, it's pretty freaky. It's like up in Alaska.
Huh.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
little town. Yeah, so far I'm on episode 2, and I had to stop because we're starting. But it's pretty freaky. I was like, what the fuck? Like, and that's the thing. The last True Detectives, they haven't been too much.
the second one was kind of a little weird, but yeah,
Yeah,
not too
but they haven't had too much superficial stuff, or not
Mhm.
superficial. What is it called?
natural.
Yeah, supernatural kind of stuff. This one, it looks like it's gonna be a lot. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
kind of cool.
I sure.
But in a like weaved into a realish way. It's not like magic in your face, but you know.
Kind of like the whole they're pushing the whole extraterrestrial alien narrative lately. Like I'm seeing it everywhere.
Oh yeah, well, conspiracies are all the rage right now. It's just everything's a conspiracy. Nothing can be just how it is, fact.
Straight up what it is. Yeah.
Yep, it's just like no fucking way. So everything is. I've been hearing the craziest ones. There was one on the football game until the Lions lost, and I was like, yeah, good conspiracy. But yeah.
Is that what it was? I don't think I think the conspiracy was what the Lions weren't going to win. I thought the conspiracy had
No,
something to do with whatever team Taylor Swift's been supporting because that's been the
no,
big.
that's the big one. That's the big sheep one.
Oh, okay.
But this one was was the conspiracy before the Lions lost. Was every year the Super Bowl, the colors of the Super Bowl are correlated to two flags of the latest, most prevalent warring or conflict nations. And so the Lions, blue and white. And then, but then the person who told me this, I was like, okay, but what about
Well,
Palestine?
first of all, the Lions are blue and silver.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always see blue and white when I see pictures of them.
Well, you can see what you like, but their colors are blue. They're Honolulu blue to be specific, and silver.
Hold up, Detroit. Uniform.
Look it up.
Look at the Florida boy questioning. Come on.
Well, I see white numbers. I see white. I see. Yeah.
Oh, you don't
okay.
see white numbers on every fucking jersey? Come on.
They got one jersey where they put the numbers silver. They got one jersey where the whole jersey's gray, but not silver because they didn't have
Instead of
metallic.
looking at pictures, why don't you just Google what are the colors?
Official
colors.
Yeah, the
of
official
Detroit Lions.
Why wouldn't I just do Detroit Lions uniform and get Google images? What do you mean? How is that not?
I know
These are actual what they're wearing in games.
But
There's
like
one.
official colors.
So like
because if you were to have been somebody who watched football in the last 10 years, you would know that the biggest trend lately is to add all these fucking uniforms instead of wearing your traditional colored uniforms. So what you see now, it doesn't really tell you what their colors are so much.
oh, what's physically there in reality isn't actually
No, like they cycle through, so they'll wear their weird jerseys for a couple, special games, but then so you'll see them in different colors, but they still have their traditional colors that they wear all the time.
I see blue, white, and gray, which I guess is silver. Either way, I see them with white on all the time. Anyways, it was failed because they lost, and plus, you don't have what is Palestine's flag color, like black, green, and red. Like what NFL team has that? None. So it was kind of a bust conspiracy. But my point was
What about the
everything's a
colors of
fucking
Ukraine?
conspiracy.
What about the colors of Ukraine and Russia? That's
No way is that close.
yellow and I don't think anybody's yellow and blue.
I was gonna say because then it would have to be the two that are going to the Super Bowl, San Francisco or KC, and they're both similar, red and white, red and yellowish.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just another one, but yeah. Oh, I guess I could switch the banner. How about take that off? Yeah, I made a joint though of everything on the table here. So it's Bliss Bud, Banana Conda, Flow Root, I think, and Fatso.
Yeah, that's gonna hit good. This probably tastes like shit with all those mixed together, but it should hit good.
Tastes great. Tastes great. Oh, check this out. I might put this in my deck.
All right,
You
so
can't pass.
Oh, dope.
Yep. Destroy
Pretty-
target creature that blocked or was blocked by a legendary creature this turn.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
One cast.
Well, that would be really nice in a what do you call it, commander deck? Because your commander
Why?
deck, because your commander is a legendary creature, so you can bring him out to make sure you have one out when you need one.
Yeah, but either way, I've seen you use a lot of legendary creatures against me in a regular game.
Well, I'm kind of a legendary kind of guy, man.
Yeah.
So the Detroit Lions team colors is the Honolulu blue, the silver, dark steel gray, and white are all of those colors that they
So white's in
on
there. Okay.
Wikipedia.
Okay.
White's in there, but there's also two kinds of silvers and grays, I guess.
Yeah.
They're alternative uniforms, but anyways.
Yeah.
The traditional
Honolulu blue is cool. It's cool.
Yeah, they do Honolulu blue, and they usually do silver pants.
I don't even like their blue. I don't like their blue at all.
It doesn't change the fact
that they lost. I know.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
They did good, man.
We'll see if they can keep it up.
Yeah.
I've seen similar things. Jacksonville Jaguars, they did good too until now. Where are they? Nowhere. So,
they're in Jacksonville, I think.
well, they say the same thing about the Lions. They'd be like, "Oh, Lions did good. Now look, where are they? They're in Detroit." And so, I'm just saying, you gotta keep it rolling. We were talking about NHL teams doing that today. So I think Skeet likes the.
Is Jacksonville even a team until like 2000s or something?
No way.
When did Jacksonville become an NFL team? It was like late 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah, they're an
It was
expansion.
way before 90s because I remember they came to one of my birthday parties, but it was like a dual birthday party. But
2002,
Jaguars.
I guess.
You're guessing 2002?
Sure.
Spartan? Can I get a guess?
I have no fucking idea, man.
Okay.
I know it's an expansion team, and they're not none of the original. That's for sure.
All right. So the colors of the Jacksonville Jaguar team. I'm just fucking with you. 1993.
93? Okay.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah.
That's way earlier than I was going to guess for sure.
Jaguars' first game. Oh, it says they joined the NFL along with the Carolina Panthers in 1993, but their first game was in the 1995 Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio. Little fact for you, sports ballers.
It was around the time I think the Browns left to Baltimore, I believe, too, because they had to reconfigure the whole NFL thing or something, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What else you want to talk about? What's everybody smoking on?
I was gonna do a dab here soon.
I just did a dab of Chem cookies.
I guess since there's no anti-nerds here, we could talk about Pathfinder.
Ooh, we could talk about how awesome we are at Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we've been playing a game that's like Dungeons and Dragons called Pathfinder, 2nd edition, and we were doing the tutorial box, which is like a level 1, level 2 adventure, and they're
Suppose
getting
you could even
close to wrapping it up.
suppose you could even share the screen if you wanted to, but I don't know.
What
Whether
screen?
or like
Oh yeah, since we always talk about it, I will bring it
yeah,
up and then give a little visual.
give them a
Get
visual what it
people
looks
on
like.
the. Yep.
You don't know how many people in the audience have been waiting for Big Pone to say,
I
"I'll give
hope
them a
so.
little visual."
Oh, not that kind. That's one of my OnlyFans, and you gotta pay for that.
Oh man,
I don't have
there you go. You heard it here
OnlyFans.
first, folks.
OnlyFans seems like a lot of work by itself because you gotta run a website. You
Only
know,
fan
like a,
leaves. Only fan leaves.
OnlyFans. Yeah, that's all we pluck. We did a pluck today, and we got through 2 tables while I launched this, by the way. So that was pretty good.
That's nice.
Or I mean, like a
What
final prune, a final
what
prune.
what strain?
Obama, which was miserable, and then Demon Runs, and then I forget what the last table is. But all right, here we go. It's loading.
Shout out to
I'm
my buddy Hammer in chat there that said Brown suck. But
gonna...
he's,
nice. Oop.
he's watching. I forget who he likes, but I think he likes the Lions actually.
What if we do this
Lions.
button? Look at this button. How about that? How about that? Oh, that's weird.
How about that? All that blood from the dead
Yeah.
monsters that the DM didn't know how to get past our mighty warriors.
All right. Well, basically, where are you guys?
There.
So basically, it's a turn-based role-playing game, and you got squares that are 5 feet by 5 feet. Whoops. And these are their characters. So this is Darren Snowboot, which is this is Spartan's character, and he's a cleric, but he does a lot of damage with these needle dart things. And this is an AI generated image he made for him, so it's kind of custom, which is cool.
I wish
Yeah.
I would have got a better image now that you're showing these all off. You're gonna outdo my image.
You told me to bring it up too. You told me to bring it up.
Oh well.
But
It's all good.
anyways, he's a
That was good.
clerk,
No,
so he's.
yeah, he's
I'll
badass.
show you yours in a second.
He
Don't worry, bud.
definitely heals us a lot too. He's a good healer.
Yeah, he's a healer. So he's got a bunch of spells too. He did this cool void warp and stuff. But basically, you fight monsters and everything, and try to get treasure and beat the boss and stuff like that. And this is Troy's character, Barley Hops, and he's
Yeah.
a barbarian. They're both dwarves, and this is his hand painted image that Troy Nuttree made.
Nice. Yeah.
It's actually not bad for a hand painted image. But yeah, he's just good at smashing shit. So even though he runs around with a silenced pistol, he
those hit points.
he also has a shield and a hammer
Yeah,
pickaxe thing.
Actually got a sword just recently.
Oh yeah, he recently got a dope smoking sword, so that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
one of the rare dwarf pirates.
And
Yeah.
then last but not least, we got Anything Grows plays the third character, and then I do what's like Dungeon Master, which is like they call it Game Master. But anyways, she plays Novelist, which is a alchemist gnome, and that's really good at throwing bombs. So she's just chucking bomb after bomb,
She's in
and
chat there. Cheers. Anything gross.
yep, she's yep. So we've been playing this every week, and they just got their ass whooped by the final boss, but they were able to run away without dying and recoup.
Ass whooped. Got their ass whooped. Like one person got damaged, I think.
Yeah, he got damaged to death.
Ass whooped, not to death. What are you talking about?
So he got damaged to unconscious, 0 health.
He's
In this
up
game,
and alive.
yeah, he's still alive by the grace of the gods. Like that's it.
He's in there eating on mushrooms and stuff.
But yeah. But what's really cool if you like dice rolling is this thing you can roll dice with all these. So like if you do a huge attack, you could do something like this and roll a shit ton of dice. It shows it, so it makes it really easy for people like us to play without having to be at the same room. But yeah, we've been playing that. We're gonna start a new adventure soon after this one. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've been making my other characters for my other games too. My
You've been
cleric's
making.
almost level. I've been like updating him because he's
Oh,
almost level 8, and then
damn, level
my
8. Nice.
champion just hit level 3 and got a bunch of stuff. So now he can blow poison out of his mouth, which I thought was thematic because he's a lizard. He's a lizard guy.
Oh, that's super cool.
So he's gonna be up in people's face with a big shield and a warhammer, and then like maybe if I don't have an action to do, he can use his puff, and it's just a poison.
He's a
So,
puffer.
well, I thought that I was like, that's kind of funny because I have a puffer fish. But yeah. So I mean, it took a while to get the hang of everything, but everybody's gotten the hang of everything. I've gotten a lot more of the hang of the like program, and now it's kind of just smooth sailing, fun. And they're breezing through rooms.
As long as I'm out front.
Except for the dragons, we gotta watch out for that.
We do. I'll put it out there. We got one open seat for the next adventure. Technically, we don't have anybody that's cemented into it. But yeah. So if anybody in chat ever wants to give it a shot, we play on Discord. But you gotta be serious. And by that, I just mean show up.
I know Tara mentioned if we do switch to Tuesday, she might be able to do it or something too.
Oh well, yeah. See, so we might already have Phil, but
we'll see.
I was thinking, yeah, but like, see, we were talking. We gotta talk because if we can get on Friday or something, then like you and me can stay up late because we want if we don't have work. So
yeah.
But we'll figure it out and we'll go from there. Yeah, the next adventure will be a real big boy adventure and girl adventure. Big boy and big girl adventure. But there's a bunch of options to choose from. I was just thinking, even the one that I just finished, the first chapter, Sky Tomb, King of the Sky Tomb, no, Tomb of the Sky King, Tomb of the Sky King, and that one's really the whole first chapter. There's battles, but like it's not really about battle. It's about actually making your characters have a background essentially, and now we're about to get into battling. So
it's like roleplay heavy.
It's very roleplay heavy, but like there's definitely a battle per session, but like it's nothing crazy usually.
Right.
But yeah, it's everyone chats basically D&D, but Pathfinder has a different system. It's based off of a 3-action system. So everybody gets a turn, and on their turn they get 3 actions, whether you want to move 3 times, attack 3 times, or a mix of anything in between. Some spells cost 1 action, some cost 2, some cost 3, and burn your whole turn. But that's what makes it kind of more a little more tactical. But yeah, essentially it's very, very similar to D&D. It's got a lot of the same stuff, but they can't use the same words because this company that owns D&D likes to use their lawyer department a lot. So
yeah.
let's just say that. So.
Yeah, so we're on the whole kind of anti-corporation and big into free and sharing of resources. So we went Pathfinder 2E.
Yeah, we went Pathfinder. It's a little more serious in that like there's a little more like fantasy rated R things. You're gonna find death and decay. I mean, but there's also sometimes like I had an adventure I thought was Teletubby pirates, and I mean maybe that's how it's because how the person that ran it treated it, but mostly Pathfinder's a little more adulty, I would say, especially some of the like you'll see some of the adventures we get into.
Lone Star. Yeah, go ahead.
He said, "How long are our sessions? I've been playing a little D&D. It's a good time. Maybe I'll suggest a little Pathfinder. Maybe I'll suggest Pathfinder.
A couple hours we play usually, but you can probably go longer if you wanted to.
Yeah, if we did, that's what we were saying. If we didn't have work and stuff like that, like the other night, we usually start around 9, but sometimes anywhere from 8 to 9. When usually 9, and like the other night we went 9 to, and before we knew it, it was midnight,
Yeah.
and we would have kept going, but some of us had work in the morning, so we stopped right before the final boss try number 2.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's definitely a great one. If you play D&D, a lot of the stuff translate. You just need to learn the system a little bit. And yeah, you guys, if you have people that play D&D, they'll, if they're very like, I'm trying to think, maybe like Civilization, Total War, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, those type of games where it's fun hack and slash, but if you fuck around, your character dies. It's like that. So it's definitely fun. Yeah, see, 2 hours is perfect. 2 hours you can definitely do sessions in that. And the thing is, as you and your group learn the system, because we're fresh. We never played D&D. We played board games, but your basic ones everybody's played.
I
And
played some D&D, but
well,
not.
yeah, Nuttree played some D&D, but we still had. I mean, we've honestly not gotten smooth, everyone, including me,
Well,
the
too.
GM, until like the last couple sessions out of what, 10
Yeah,
or
Yeah.
and it's
so?
2 new things at once. Not only are we doing a new role playing game, Pathfinder, but we're also learning a new interface with the online
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foundry.
Yep. So yeah, that's another thing too.
So
But
we have
it's still a blast.
there's an app actually on your phone that we all have too that we can mess with our characters and change our characters and upgrade them before the next level or whatever, and then just convert all that over easily from the phone to the computer so we can.
That's the cool thing about Pathfinder is it's not been around as long as D&D, so it doesn't have as much history, but it definitely has a lot of support and a lot of third party things to make it much easier to deal with.
So yeah, what it is, and some cool things about Pathfinder facts. It's called a bestiary, but that's their monster. I forget what in D&D it's called, but they're like monster handbook.
Bestiary.
Yeah,
It's the bestiary in
I think
D&D.
it's pronounced bestiary though. If you
In
read it,
D&D?
in D&D, okay, that makes sense. But there's a real world thing called a bestiary, and that's what they named it after in Pathfinder. And it's an old book, and like kind of books of like people making up creatures, and they'd make them up and they'd write a description like almost like a dictionary of creatures or something. And so a lot of them are modeled after real fiction creatures.
That's cool.
But Pathfinder itself, the creators of it, I believe it was everyone. There's a big thing in D&D I've read about where D&D edition 3.5 was the best. Everyone liked that the best, and they thought like there's a lot of people that liked it. And the guys that made Pathfinder, they didn't when D&D was like we're gonna keep going and we're gonna make a different thing on edition 4, and then they kept going 5. The
5e.
guys at Paizo made Pathfinder based, I guess, off of the 3.5 of D&D. So I guess 3.5 ED is the most similar. If you've ever played that, I don't know. Maybe it has like the action system a little bit or something like that. But that's what they based it off of, and then they just they kind of listened to everyone and went with a lot of what the community wanted for D&D and put it into a game. And then now it's pretty big, and like the thing we just showed you, the program we showed you, all the mods and everything made on it is pretty much volunteer. It's just players and stuff in their spare time that made all that shit. So it's a pretty big community based game too, which is cool. But yeah, that's what we do sometimes.
We've been doing that on Thursdays. It's been fun as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Got dogs playing back here.
Yeah.
So, I'm staying muted. They're having fun. So
Yeah, it'll be fun to get more into that, I think. And then I'm really interested in the one, I forget what it's called, but where you have to actually even character management is role play where you're rolling dice and stuff. Or not
Oh,
character creation, I mean.
Travelers. Yeah,
Travelers.
if you like space ones, people, this one's called Travelers. and you can die. You can die in character creation because it's all like the roll of dice in every state. If you guys have ever played the board game Life, and in the beginning there's a couple things you have to
Yeah,
answer. It's like, do you go to college or not? It's stuff like that. So it'll be like, do you go to college? And you'll be like, all right, I go to space college. And then it'll be like, all right, you're going to space college, but at sometime space college, you got to roll a dice. And there's a table for D100, which is a 100-sided die. And anywhere on there, I think there's one option that you could die. And and then yeah, you would have to make a new character or something right then and there. But it's pretty cool too. So we'll have to try that one day too.
yeah. That's
I want to see if they have it online. Like on Foundry or something.
oh yeah, that would be really cool. That'd make it way easier for sure.
Yeah.
That'd flesh out your character so fast by just doing all those rolls. You know what I mean?
Yep. I'm looking to see if they have it now.
That was some of my favorite stuff, and I kind of liked how Morrowind approached that, or where they you start your character, you're like a prison or whatever, or you're on a boat usually, something like that, and you start answering questions to start saying like what your character turns out to be. I thought that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Yep. And eventually we're gonna pass around the GM stick, and we'll have Spartan run a GM, or whoever wants to. I think anything grows excited to do one, and that way I can make a character and get into some role play. I like my voices and doing all that. A lot of the games I play, the other games I play, they don't do a lot of role play, which is okay. You know, it's fun to also play it tactically, but
they're losers, right? That's what you're saying.
yeah, a little bit. So yeah.
One of my favorite things to do as a player is to try to break the game as much as possible. Like I like to try to, I don't know, try to think
cobweb.
Like the
think
first
outside the
time we
box.
played, he walks into the second room and there's cobwebs. And I didn't even think of this, and I don't even think the book really thinks of it. And keep in mind, these characters usually start with a torch. So he's got a torch out, and we step in there, and he goes, "What do you want to do?" And he goes, "Light the spider webs on fire." In my mind, as a GM, spider web getting light on fire, giant spider webs, it's gonna light it all. It's just gonna burn away and burn it all. And the whole point of the spider webs was to teach the players difficult terrain. So whenever they go into a square with spider webs, they have to roll a check or something. And yeah, that's what Spartan did. He was like, "Fuck that," and he broke that. And I was like, "Well, I gotta roll with it." So, but he does it fairly, so that's nice.
Or like when we had to go up against like fucking 6 kobolds or whatever was attacking us. I'm like, back up down this fucking hallway, fight them one at a time. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. The thing is with kobolds, that works. It's not gonna work with a lot of other actual enemies, especially anything with an actual like brain.
The one thing that I was wondering is why you didn't send some around the other way, come up behind.
There's no other way.
There was that passage, that we could came
break through the brick because they had to break
through.
You guys could break through it, but the kobolds probably couldn't.
Well, probably couldn't. I don't know. I had to ask your GM.
They also may not know about it. The book didn't tell me if they knew about it, so I couldn't do that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. The next books, they are, I think, a little less specific on my part, so it leaves me a little more creativity and stuff like that. But
yeah. Or imagine down the road just writing your own campaign. How crazy that would be.
I've thought about it. That'd be really fun.
Yeah. But then, inevitably, the characters are going to try to go off the path that you have laid before them, and that's going to be the annoying part because then you have to like ad lib and try to steer them back to your storyline.
That's what you gotta do. Sometimes, yeah, but there's so many descriptive ways you can get around that. I could literally just be like, well, you guys hit like a straight up cliff. There's no going forward, you know, for it's you look left, you look right, it's miles.
Or there's a fucking family of trolls, stone
Yeah,
trolls over there
exactly. Or something
that are
like
level 10, you know, or something
that.
insane.
Yeah, there's a fortress ahead that looks like death. You guys are level 2. Do you want to keep going?
Maybe you should turn around. Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That's the fun stuff about being a GM because you can be just as creative.
Yeah, yep. But yeah, Foundry is the main one that a lot of people are using these days for Pathfinder. I don't know what D&D uses. There's so many, but Foundry is pretty simple for us. It runs pretty smoothly. You can host your games off your computer, so it's just your internet running. But we had port forwarding issues, so I ended up just paying for a server, which is like $3 a month, and that way, if your characters want to mess with their characters when you're not there, they can. Um,
Which is nice.
yeah.
Just to
Also,
level up.
what's really nice about Foundry is it does cost $50, but it's $50 lifetime. So it's like it's like old school software where you just buy it and you're done. So
Not
that was
subscription forever.
yeah, there's no extra like platinum level or any of that or anything like that. It's just buy it or not. You can buy extra accounts, I guess certain people do for reasons. Yep.
Well, probably the
Look at them
GM.
cat. You see
I
that
don't
cat?
know. I'm flying up to the
Yeah.
top. Oh,
Oh,
she's in the back.
yeah, they're playing. Let's see what they do. Pit maneuver, pit maneuver.
It's the stare down right now.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. That's funny. They left.
They ran away. Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
come back.
How did that joint hit you there, Baked?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm high. I'm tired no matter what because it's almost 11 o'clock. I
Fuck, that's almost dab time.
know. Well,
Yeah,
I had a dab here sitting forever, but I talk too much and I can't get it in. But yeah, I could also go for like I ran out of the chocolate hearts, Little Debbie chocolate hearts,
Oh yeah, those are good. Yeah.
and they're sold out at Polly's. Like I don't know who around here has my same taste, but there's certain shit that they're buying out just like I do, or like it's crazy.
Maybe it's you. Do you ever consider that? That they're just not restocking?
I haven't bought chocolate hearts from that Polly's in 3 to 4 weeks because last time I bought them, I got them from Walmart because I was there. So that's impossible. So it's somebody in the local area that loves those chocolate cakes just like I do, because this happened with the Christmas trees. But the vanilla ones, you could go get boxed right now if you want.
Vanilla is garbage. That's why.
Exactly, it's garbage.
It's not even real chocolate. It's fucking that fake shit.
Well, it's not supposed to be. It's vanilla.
Yeah, that's gross.
What?
It's supposed to be white chocolate. And it's not even chocolate. They
No,
call it
not
white.
these. Not these. These are just vanilla cupcake with white icing. You know,
Oh,
cream filling. But and then there's the chocolate version, which is chocolate cake with chocolate everything. You know but it's just no one buys the white ones.
so
Yeah,
they like,
exactly. That's what Weezen says. Some old lady's cussing because I buy all the other ones. Well, I haven't. There's no way because I haven't been to that store for those in quite some time. And I just went there tonight to get some bread and stuff. And I look over just to say, let me get a box. A box. No chocolate ones. So.
it's just like the
Yeah.
Pokemon cards at your fucking Meijer, man. You're just on the wrong side of town.
Well, yeah. Now they have them,
Or
and
the
I don't
Magic
want them. Yeah. But then I went online. I looked at how much those booster packs were on TCG Player, and you're talking from $7 to $4.
Damn.
So from now on, I'm just buying off of the online because I can literally buy twice as many almost for the same price. Like,
Brandon heard me
doesn't.
talking about Magic, and he said that he's got a bunch of cards, and he hasn't played in a while. So we're gonna have to.
Brandon,
Brandon Rust, yeah.
Oh, did you ask him if he had any dinosaurs?
I did not ask him about
Okay,
dinosaurs.
next time ask him about dinosaurs. I'm trading for dinosaurs right now. Anything dinosaur related. I'm thinking about getting a Jurassic Park costume
I'm not surprised.
to play in, and so we'll see. I got some nasty dinosaurs right here for you.
Well, after your last performance, I'm not too worried yet, but we'll see what this dinosaur is all about.
Oh well, you know about my last performance. Those are all your decks, but one, and I didn't create it.
Yeah,
This
and
is a custom bake pone destroy. They call it a ultimate destruction deck on the streets.
I think we played maybe 5 games and you won one. And the one game you won was from a deck that I made, yes.
It wasn't one that you made. It was one that was pre-constructed by Magic the Gathering.
It
It
was
was an
the yeah,
orcs one. Yeah, made. Yeah.
okay. It was
Yeah,
my deck.
yeah, reverse that. But he is right. I lost 4, but I'm telling you, it was bullshit draws. I was getting no lands, or I got all lands and no creatures to play them with.
And
I
you
remember
shuffled
one game I had plenty of lands
you
and not
shuffled back.
one. I know, but I'm complaining, but I can complain just to complain because it's bullshit.
But it's your own
So
fault, I'm saying.
it's not my fault. It's just it's luck.
No,
It's
see,
just it's RNG. It's not like I didn't know how to play the cards in my hand. I
no,
read
you
them
didn't
all and I
shuffle them.
knew.
I'm saying you didn't shuffle them good enough. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
You
I
were
guess,
lazy on your shuffling.
if you, I literally just disintegrated them into 8 different piles and then
See,
shuffled those
if
piles
you'd done
together.
core, you probably would have been better off.
Yeah, show me the math on that. That doesn't make any sense. I'm taking this dab.
You ought to take that, Dad. You need to cool down. You're a little worked up.
You had to take another one in 13 minutes too for dab time, hash time.
I know. I'm just gonna wait for that one.
Yeah.
Well, to interrupt my dab, I'm gonna let you know, Nut Tree. You're talking to the Michigan Bros Show, Dab Champion. I still haven't received my belt. I'm waiting on it, but I can take 2 dabs in 13 minutes. 13 minutes
So
is a ton of time.
now, when you claim to be dab champion, you have to at least it's not so much of a claim when you're like, okay, I'm going to have 2 contests and then retire. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of what it went down. with
Ha-
that.
hey, 2 victories. I don't see anybody else with any victories on the flights.
I just want to say,
No challenges.
I just want to say, as I remembered, I think that was I the first one you challenged? I don't remember. Or no, it was Becca the first one.
I think it was Becca was the first because that started it all.
That's what it was. Okay, so Becca was the first one you challenged.
Gen Z tried to challenge a millennial.
And then when you challenged me, you had to call it quits. I see how it went. Okay.
Yours, they changed the rules on us too, so they got even quicker.
Yeah, that was tough. I wouldn't want to do it again. I wouldn't.
And my lungs felt like shit for like 2 weeks. But I would still. I think if somebody challenged me, my pride would be like, all right, it's down. I'm going down. Especially if we actually got physical belt involved.
I think I know of a place where we can get one.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some places that make them.
No, I mean right in town.
Oh,
like right
sick.
by me. Because there's a trophy place, and I bet you they'd probably be belts too.
Yeah, that kind of place would have them. They might have something even cooler that we're like, let's do that.
Like what?
Like a dinosaur head.
Or bong.
Oh yeah, bong. Well, then we could just buy a bong.
No, not a gold-plated one that looks like a trophy. Like a trophy with a bong on it.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. A trophy of a bong.
Yeah, trophy of a bong.
That'd be cool.
No, it'd be better. It'd be better if it was. It'd be better if some kind of, bong is more. Sounds like more like flour though. So it'd have to be
a rig,
like a heady rig or something.
Yeah. Or maybe just like a glob of dabs on a dabber.
Yeah. Like dripping off of a dab tool, and the drip is like suspending it, is what's holding it up.
Yeah, that'd be cool. One of those water fountains. Oh.
I love our chat. Shout out to everybody in chat, Weezin and Woodies and Rick Cole. Congratulations on that light again, man. That
Oh,
was
he
cool.
won one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm excited to get started on that. It's still going to be a while. They still got to do all the paperwork and all that happy stuff. But I'm going out there Wednesday and getting the quote on getting the roll-up door and generator installed, all kinds of fun stuff. So
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not excited. It's 8 a.m. I got to be there. So that's on Wednesday. I already set my alarm.
Oh.
8 a.m. sucks, man. Not my pick of time. But I made the mistake of saying I am available whenever you need me to be.
The good thing is you'll get it out of the way and over with, and you'll have the rest of your day to
Come home, take a nap, and then
I was gonna say, take a nap. Yeah, exactly what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Weezin won a light too. He said just came in today.
Jesus.
Cool to see him. Well, I'm trying to tell you, Baked, you should fucking watch the show, man. It gives you a chance to win
I got
every
shit to
week.
They didn't give one away the last time, did they?
Yeah, they did.
Last Saturday? No, they didn't. Yes.
Yeah, yes, they did. It was a
I was
blue
on it. Really? What time was it? It was before. It must have been earlier.
Nutcher's been trying to win one.
It was late. It was late because we usually do it right at the end of the show.
Yeah, it was.
Every show, man.
You did not. That's the last one. I swear.
Okay, because I can show you the text.
Yeah, bring up the
I got
text
from
while I get some water.
That I got the Mandy saying, "What was the was the prize for today's show?"
I've been trying to watch it.
Bloom
Must have been
6.
like
No, I think if you're in there within, I think it's 15 minutes of when they started up, it logs the 15 minutes before and after they hit the button, I think is what it is. So as long as you've made a comment. Although then there's a thing that says that you have double chance to win if you're a regular. So I don't know what that means. Is that a regular chatter? Does that mean you're in every week? I'm not sure what that means. Anyways, he's been getting away a light. GML's been getting away a light every week for I don't know how many weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely cool. Sheldon states, I'm with you, man. I haven't retired yet. I wish I could, but he says, ever since I retired, I can't get out of bed before 8.
Yeah.
That is me, man. That's tough. It's really tough.
I feel like I used to be a more early person, but the older I get, the more later in bed I want to stay. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, man, that's me too. I used to get up like at 7, no problem. Weezin says it didn't come with a manual. What light did you have, Weezin? Which light? I could probably get you a PDF of the manual, like before the show's over, if you can get me your email address and tell me what light that you won, and I'll get you a PDF of the manual sent right to you. How's that?
Then you can print it off or just read it right off your
sounds good.
screen.
Thanks, Baked.
Save on tree.
A Vulcan Nitro. All right, I'll look that up.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, man.
Ugh.
This is where the multiple screen things is going to be so awesome. Bigger multiple.
Yeah, I get a new computer tomorrow, so that's cool.
Yeah, I'm super stoked
We're
for
gonna
that.
bring Spartan to the modern day.
Let's say not the future, the present.
Yeah, the present. I think this year I'm gonna get upgrade monitors too. Finally go to 3. So.
Oh, you're gonna go 3. So you're gonna keep the 2 that you have and have a third one of the same model, or you get 3 new?
I'm gonna get 2 new ones to match the nice one I have.
Okay.
This other one's probably like 10 years old. Then I can just use that for like cameras or something like that.
That's the one that that's the one thing that I don't upgrade a ton is monitors. I usually just keep them forever and just keep swapping out the desktop.
Yeah, you don't really need to unless you're competitive gaming and I don't do that. I play Power World. Once he
seen
gets
that.
this computer, I'm gonna get him playing some Power World.
I was thinking about buying that. I'm not sure. It looks kind of. I wasn't
Say
sure.
what you want, Nutrin. You're,
Say,
t-
like
I
you're,
know. I know more
you
of what you think you might know about it because I did go into it more. It does look kind of like a kiddie game, but there is some, like goes into detail and it is a good RPG game.
I was say, do kid games have
But
slavery involved?
no,
Do they have
just
guns involved?
just from the looks of it or whatever is all.
No, it's a knockoff of
But,
Pokemon,
yeah,
but
I'm sure it's fun.
it's way deeper than that. It's
Yeah,
really fun. For $30, it's not bad if you like survivals and stuff. But if you get it, we can play on my base, which is
sure.
not too far, but it's farther than starting out.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I've been playing Power World, which crushed Fortnite, crushed a bunch of records already.
what is it? You keep saying the word, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Was it PAW?
PAL.
Yeah,
PAL.
like you're my pal.
Oh, okay. Pal World.
Basically, run around, capture different pals with pal balls,
Oh, okay.
and then you have a base, which is like, so you have to eat food to stay alive and all that occasionally. You have to feed your pals, but your pals can work at your base doing farm work or all kinds of different work. So while you're out, they're doing the work to make food and all that kind of stuff. And then you just go exploring while you level up with a couple pals in your pocket that they fight with you. And there's bosses,
Do you actually
and
fight, or are they only doing the fighting?
you fight too.
Oh, okay.
You first start off with shitty stuff like spears and stuff, but later you get bows, and later you get guns yourself. Yep.
2 minutes till hash time. Get your bangers
Alright.
warmed up.
I'm gonna have to get a rain check on that, Weezin. I'm looking through my folder for the Nitro, and I'm not finding a PDF for the manual. So I'm going to have to reach out to them and see if they have it somewhere else.
Penguin bazookas. You like that? There's penguins with bazookas. They can be yours. Alright, I think I'm gonna do some BHO.
So does your base have to defend against attacks from any other players? Are they actual players or just NPCs, or
No, because you don't play online. You play like,
what's the point
if
of
Nuttree was playing with me, he could play on my server while I play.
what's the point of
Only
building your damn base for then?
because it gets raided by the computer.
NPCs, okay.
Yeah, NPCs occasionally, and building your base is the only way to get your better items. So like you'll be like, oh, you just unlocked, you went from spears and shit to you unlocked a gun. Cool, except you need like all these different materials that aren't just found on the planet. They're like one step away from that, so you have to go find these things. Your base then makes them. Then you take those products of that and put them into something. So like without the base, you're doing all that manually. But if not, you can actually have some of these pals over there. All right, so this one pal, he's making wheat. He's growing the wheat. The other pal operates the mill. So once the wheat gets grown, it goes to the mill. He turns it
These,
into flour, and there's
these
a third
pals are
pal.
sounding like slaves, man. That's what they're sounding
I
like.
told you that. And but they're animals, so it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just like workhorses and stuff. Anyways, so then the flour would go to the flame guy who operates like the kettle where you cook, and he would be baking bread with the flour or something. So then you come back to the base and you got a shit ton of bread, so you don't have to worry about eating because you just go grab that bread.
That your slaves made for you, right?
They're your pals. They're called pals.
Oh, I'm sorry,
So
your pals.
yeah, everybody's smiling. If you look, everybody's
Cool.
smiling.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
yeah,
They're
you
getting
provide
paid.
them with nice stuff. There's a comfy bed. It says there's a spa, so they can take a break wherever they want. Go to the spa. So it's not all just work and gloom for them. Now they're in a safe place instead
Well,
of getting eaten out in the world.
I'm a little concerned. You said there's a comfy bed. It says like you've never seen it, but you know you
I don't
read
have
it
any. I
somewhere.
don't have any comfy beds in my base yet because I just unlocked them.
Oh,
So
okay.
so the only thing I have is called a pet bed, which is just a wood and hay. But once you get to the comfy bed, it becomes like a cloth and a pillow and like a dog bed looking thing. Who knows after that? Maybe
How
they get
many
some.
how many people can you have in the same group or whatever? Or the
You
same.
have. You mean like you and me?
Yeah, if it was
I
me,
think you, me, it'd be four. So it'd be
four.
like it
Yeah,
could be like our Pathfinder group playing on one,
yeah,
because then we can all fight the same boss, which the bosses are hard as shit. And like there's random caves that pop up, which are dungeons. It's pretty fun. And for some, apparently it was made like garage made, which it's just like four dudes, making it without a big company name over them.
nice.
So it's nice to see that. That's how PUBG was.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, if you either of y'all get it, it'll be fun. But if you don't, oh well. I know anything Rose is probably gonna get it, but she just doesn't have a lot of time right now. I knew that because she likes Pokemon. You guys are in that generation that
No
sometimes
problem.
you look at the people who like Pokemon, you scratch your head, and we see you over there, and you're just like, I don't fucking get it. And
I
then
had the original Pokemon game on
Game
what was
Boy,
it called? Game Boy. Yeah,
yeah,
it wasn't Nintendo. It was Nintendo Game Boy, the handheld.
yep, that's what I had, the red and the blue. Which
Yeah,
one did you get, red or blue? That was, you know, uh,
mine was blue, I think.
I think I got red first, and then I wanted blue, for no other reason. There's no reason. It was the same game now that I think about it. You could pick Charmander, or you could pick Squirtle. So what does it matter?
But
Yeah,
I
they
was
were the
just gonna
same
say,
game.
They were just making money off of you.
I was just
I
gonna say you
know.
can have one.
I made a big deal when I was like 9. This was 1999. I was moving to Pennsylvania, and me and my brother, first of all, when we were told this information, we thought Pennsylvania was like the land of nothing or something. We didn't know what to think. Like we're like, oh fuck, we're leaving civilization. So I made a big stink, and I was like, oh, well, if I don't have Pokemon Blue and we move, there's no way I'm ever gonna find it. And I freaked out. And but now that I'm like, well, same fucking game. Like the yellow one, at least you get Pikachu added, and then silver and gold, they've changed up some things. But red and blue were the exact same.
I thought it did have something to do with the starter Pokemon, like you had one or the other on one color and not on the other.
Well, it's always the original 3.
Let's Google it. Let's find out.
Yeah, what's the difference between red and blue? Maybe it was the end ones. Are you googling, or do I need to? Because I could do a dab.
Yeah, you need to
Do
do
it,
that.
yeah.
Looks like it's
I'm gonna ask
googling.
Bard.
Oh, jeez. This dude's.
Let's Google's
Yeah,
AI.
I know.
I tried
Oh,
they launched their image generator today on there today, and
oh, cool.
I tried it once just to do the same thing I did, and I liked the other one better.
Yeah, they probably got fine tuned it.
Well, I didn't go. You have to go in super detail, I think, too.
Yeah.
What was I looking? What was the difference?
Between Pokemon Red and Blue. That's all you need to say, because they don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, but I have to spell blue with a B instead of just putting LUE with it.
Yeah, probably, because that's Red and Lou.
Yeah, exactly.
Now Bard's searching the internet for like, what the fuck, Lou? There's no Pokemon named
While
Lou.
Pokemon Red and Blue are largely the same game, there are a few key differences to keep in mind. The Pokemon availability. The biggest distinction lies in the Pokemon you can encounter in the wild. Red features Econs, Arbok, Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume, Mankey, Primeape, Growlithe, Arcane Scyther, and Electabuzz, while Blue offers Vulpix, Ninetales, Meowth. That's why I had Blue. Ninetales, Meowth, Persian, Bellsprout, Weedon Bell, Victor Bell, Magmar, and Pinsar. This means
Interesting.
trading or glitches are necessary to catch them all in one version.
Oh, so I did need both.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I never knew that. I probably never knew that. Cause I didn't care about catching 151 in the game, cause I had the cards. That was what the cards were for. But the game was about becoming a Pokemon master, getting to the end and getting all the legendary
Yeah.
like Mewtwo and all that, and the later Luigi and all that Articuno and stuff like that. So I probably had no idea that those you just mentioned weren't in the one game I was playing. Like, oh yeah, I never saw a Pinsir. That's just what happened. So that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So that's
Yeah,
marketing for Nintendo. I mean, they sold two
yeah.
games instead of one.
Well, yeah, they started early. They are the skeeziest I've learned, but yeah.
You know what's crazy too is that if you think about it, I think Nintendo started as a trading card game first, and then
They
it
did.
became
It was
then,
Mario.
yeah, then it became video games. And
Mario
then
was a card game.
and then they came out with Pokemon video game, and then came out with Pokemon cards. How crazy is that?
No, that's the thing. I think Pokemon was a show,
Mm.
or it
There's
was
a video
either
game
it was
first
either show or cards first in Japan.
that made.
Because
Oh,
remember, it's an anime. Yeah, find out.
in the
I don't
United
think the
States,
game
I
was
think it was
first.
this game and was first in the
I'm
United
gonna go
States.
in Japan. You go United States.
All right, I'll
Um,
see what's first in the United States. I'm just saying, where did the Pokemon appear first in the United States?
the game was released first above all, and then the trading cards, but that was only in Japan. Pokemon never reached the US until '96, where both the game and cartoon were released at the same time in Atlanta. And then, so it looks like the card game in the US was last, which would be smart. You get the kids on the show. At the time, cartoons were all the rage. Saturday morning cartoons for me was huge, and I think it was on then. But
That's just crazy to me that they didn't give up on their roots. Like they went
well, yeah.
back. They went back to card games.
Well, I think Japan's always had a huge culture in card games. They never died. Like maybe the Mario one didn't catch on, but the game did.
Oh, okay.
But like there was other card games, like other MTGs and things like that. That like right now, MTG in Japan's pretty big. Like that's the American card game they love. And so
Well, they
like I
should.
think
They should. It's a
yeah,
fucking awesome game.
yeah. Well, I mean yeah, but they create so many too. Like every anime has one nowadays. But
Shout out to Blue Kiss Garden. She said she's going to be having a room at the same hotel for Hash Bash this year. Same hotel room she saved us from the rain last time. So that's
oh,
cool.
nice, nice. Yep.
It's across the street from the hotel that's the Hash Bash is at.
What do
You
you
going to
mean?
Hash Bash
What?
this year, Baked? You going to Hash Bash?
But the bash or the cup?
Are you going to the Bash? Oh, that looks good right now.
Wild berry.
I haven't had a Pop Tart in a long time.
I've been on a kick. On Power Punch.
Don't look at the ingredients and you'll
I
continue
know.
to eat them.
Yep. That's how I'm doing it.
But yeah, the
But
hash.
I don't know. I probably won't go to the cup unless I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the bash I might go to because it's free to walk around.
Right, and it's the 6th. That's what it is. It's the 6th this year.
Of April.
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Oh well, then yeah.
Sweet. We can go down there together.
Yep. We can go over there. Get stoned on the what do they call that place?
Oh, the Diag, man.
Diag. Fucking college people. Oh. They kill me with their traditions and funny names.
Oh, shout out to Dirty or Catfishing. Have we talked about the piece of ship bee leaf yet?
So I tried to tell my coworker that, and I couldn't find who posted that audio. This morning I was on this shitter.
Dude, I've seen like 10 people post it.
And I can't find it, so I need to find it to send to him. But yeah, that shit's ridiculous, and I love white truffle, but it's stupid, dude. Like, what a piece of shit. Like,
doing one thing,
if
and
that, like, all I saw was a black screen with audio, so like, it's not
right,
100%. But if that's him, if people know his voice, like, fuck it,
sounds
fuck
pretty
him.
convincing. Yeah,
You know, you don't need that in the canvas community. We don't need people like that anywhere.
I
So
I
yeah,
think
that
that's
was
that's the
disgusting.
and everything I saw. That's the general consensus too.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's sharing it and saying this is cool, or there's a defense for this. And so I think
Yeah.
that's everybody's opinion pretty much on that. I don't think that's even.
Yeah, if you didn't know what happened, apparently B-Leaf was recorded. I believe it was his spouse or his girlfriend or whoever he was with was recording him. And I don't think he knew, but he was yelling at her and
It
in
sounds
like
like
just the most abusive verbal way you could. It's like, and
then
then
it
I
sounds like it
believe
got
one time
physical.
he said, I think he said I should hit you or I should choke you or something like that. I was like, what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So
One
yeah.
thing that thought was pretty interesting today was there was where were they? I think they were in the east side of the country, somewhere like northeast or something, one of those states up there. Anyways, there was a company that had a similar name. It was like Bee Leafs Buds or something instead of Bee Leaf. And they're like,
Yeah.
I'm putting it out right now. This isn't us. We're not affiliated.
They
And
probably
I'm
got
like,
messages on accident.
and I'm thinking to myself, well, you made your name probably because you're kind of
Oh,
riding off
yeah.
of that celebrity. And now that it's biting you in the butt, you're
Karma, yeah.
trying to distance yourself. That's so funny to me.
Yeah. Yep. Well, another one that always got me. I don't know who came first, but there's Bodie, and then there's Green Bodie. It always threw me off because there's a
Yeah,
time
that is
where
screwed.
he
Yeah,
wouldn't always put green as like prevalent, and so I just be like, what? And then, but now he always puts Green Bodie, so it makes it easier. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm big like think about when you make a brand and stuff and do your research. And research is more than just like thinking. It's also going on Google and being like, is my name that I'm thinking of taken, or anything like that, and then check. And if it is,
right.
it's probably better not to use it, just to not muddle things up for your customers or anything.
I agree.
But yeah, so yeah, that's the drama today in the cannabis community, or this week, I guess we could say, since it's only Monday. Um, yeah, so like I don't know, be kind.
Yeah, just
Don't
be kind.
abuse people. Don't be mean. Like it's
Yeah,
not that hard, but I guess some people never learn that shit or don't have it in them.
or maybe success.
Belief.
A lot of
Here's
people.
belief is one of them.
Yeah,
Or yeah, success goes ahead, cause yeah, but who knows? So
when everybody around you treats you like you're a god, they start believing they're a god.
yep, no excuse for that shit. So if you got bee leaf seeds, maybe just chuck them in the toilet. Probably hurt your wallet, but just
Unless
chuck
they're
them in
white,
the toilet.
unless they're white truffle, and then send them to baked, and he'll chuck them in.
Well, that's the problem. Well, here's the thing. Then I saw something that they're saying he didn't have white truffle. It's really fresh coast something.
That's what I've always heard. It was Fresh Coast.
And
It
so
was
like and
cut
if it's
of
that, yeah, I
donkey
mean
butter.
either way, it's a plant genetic. So it's yeah, it's like I don't really give a shit because it works for my medicine. That's actually one that I like medicinally. It chills me out, but doesn't make me go to sleep like mentally. So I like that one, and we have it at work. And I just missed around the clones. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll never end up with it again. But if I do, it'll be okay. But yeah, I've never bought any of his seeds, luckily, and that's just by chance, None of his shit ever called to me.
Have you ever
But
been to Todd McCormick's website?
Todd McCormick, I think so. What about it?
It is, hold on, if it's like ABCco or something like that
Yeah,
.com.
Authentic Genetics Seed Company, AG Co.
Oh, AGCco.
Yeah, it reminds me of the old school
Yeah, go to that shit, dude.
Uh,
I was there today because we're just talking to him. I guess well, I wasn't, but Rick from Let's Be Buds, he was talking to him today. We're gonna get him on the show, but look at some of those genetics, man. There's some awesome old school stuff. A lot of Northern Light 5
yep.
stuff, some Haze. He's
Yeah.
got
398.
he's got SFVOG times Northern Light
I'm
5.
literally looking at it right now. It's only $50. Yeah, I think Tom McCormick's isn't he that cancer guy out from Cali? And then he ran a medicinal
He's always been
facility.
into medicinal. His mother treated him with, before it was obviously legal, but his mother treated him with cannabis because he had cancer. He's beaten cancer 7 times.
Well, I think he got arrested a shit ton of
He,
times because he tried to run a medicinal place during the high times of legalization.
he has done some time.
Yeah,
It's like he's one of those guys, those OGs in the field that ran around with like Mel Frank and like he was supplying like
like he hung out with at one point he hung out with like Mark Emery and shit. I remember.
yeah, he was like
Um,
supplying fucking Hugh Hefner with his weed, and like this guy was like well known in his day, and it's so cool to be able to talk to him. It's gonna take more than 2 hours to get the story because I want to hear it all.
yeah. MTV Woodstock wasn't that like the biggest like flop before Fire Festival?
I don't know.
They tried to I remember they tried to redo Woodstock in like the 90s or something. It was just a disaster.
Oh well,
There's a whole documentary on it.
Yeah, I watched that documentary too on Netflix. I
Yeah.
think it was or something. Or was that an airport or something, an abandoned airport where they
Yeah.
added that? Yeah,
Yeah. It was like the first Fire Festival, if you know Fire Festival.
yeah. Back when like Corn and the audience just went into a rage. They were able to make them tear down the fences and just went crazy.
Some of them that forces.
Limp Biscuit, give me something to break, or and then
Others say that burn crosses.
yeah, it was.
Some of those that want forces. That'd be fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Taco B says looks like the Chimera number 3 clone price is going to drop.
What?
I shouldn't even laugh, but that's terrible. I'm high.
Where did you say that?
Taco Beast comment.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's right. Unfortunately,
What's the scoop? I'm missing that. Chimera 3.
that's belief.
Oh yeah, yeah. I dropped to useless, to be honest. The sad part, here's the fucked up part. Sad part is, if that strain hits numbers, it'll run in the corporate market.
It'll just be a
Fucking
different name.
cocksuckers.
It'll
They'll
just
just
be another name.
rename it, and yeah, they'll be like, I'll never tell anybody that's this.
Yeah. This is the whatever local fucking town name is fucking Punisher, or whatever.
I'm not sure Brandon. I couldn't find who posted that I follow, but it's getting around. You'll probably see it soon enough. The video.
I know the last one I saw, and I saw about 5.
Oh,
five
Jesus.
5 different people shared it today. The last one I saw was a story post share from our buddy Big Jar. So
Oh, okay.
that hasn't expired. You should be able to catch it on there.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, check it out for yourselves. See what you think. And yeah, that's the cannabis drama.
You know what? Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find it on my Instagram, and then we'll play it. You want to do that?
Yeah, I'm down for that. Sorry, guys. That's long day fucking defoliating. I was standing up the whole time. Did I tell you guys I almost broke my toe?
Broke your toe
Last weekend? Yeah, I fucking
Big
I was
one?
out back burning stuff. Yeah, dude. I was burning stuff, and I had my nice winter big boots on. They're bogs. And out back, I'm waiting on shit to burn so I can put more shit in. Just waiting around, and then I'm like, all right, let me stomp on all these cocoa pots, the expense ones that are back there, so I can break them up and get them, broken down. And so I'm stomping on a bunch, kicking some, they're breaking up. No problem. I'm talking like 4 or 5. Then I go to this one. I go to punt it. I'm like, I'm gonna punt this one. Boom! My foot goes halfway through it like butter. Inside of it, rock hardcore, ice to the bone, and my toe just goes. I'm like, oh! And I've broken tons of bones in my life. I was like, I was so close to going to the ER the next day because I always wait, a couple of days or at least a day. But but my foot wasn't swollen or nothing, but it was on fire for like 2 days. And
I'm not
and
surprised you've broken a bunch of bones in your life. I'm not surprised at all after hearing that story.
I was a wild child when it came to outdoor play in the 90s. You know how they set us out and then all you could drink out of was the hose? Well, we found shit to do. And
Yeah.
it usually involved wheels and hills and
or
stuff
making
like
ramps.
that. Yeah, stuff like that. So, but yeah,
I found it,
fucking,
but
I thought I
found it,
broke
but
my toe.
it's mostly audio, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
so try it.
If it doesn't, I'm gonna try it, and then if it doesn't, I'll just bring the speaker close to the microphone, and maybe that'll
or you
work.
can send it to me and I'll try. I can try it.
Oh, I could. Okay, go to. Let me see. How do I send it to you? More
'Cause
options.
I feel like
share to. Here we go. Share to direct, maybe. There we go. I can send it to you.
hang on, yeah, I'm gonna turn off my pop-up blockers. Because if I do that,
It looks like the post that I'm seeing it from is American with an extra N at the end, _ cultivars on Instagram.
on Instagram.
Yep. But I sent you on Instagram the link direct.
Oh, you just sent it to me. All right. I'm turning off my pop-up blockers to see if
I can hear it.
that'll.
You hear
Oh,
it.
you can. Yeah, well, you can hear it, but it sounds like shit coming through your speakers. Hang on.
This is probably gonna get us a strike.
I don't think so. We're demonetized anyways. I got one more. Where's my add-ons? That's it. Alright. So let's see if this will work. Share this screen and it should pop up.
Oh, I was hearing it on my fucking. I don't think it was playing. I was hearing it on my speakers from it, the one I had opened up, and I realized it was playing automatically.
Can you hear it?
No.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Yep. I'll figure that out.
It's bad. You don't really want to hear it anyway, but if you
Yeah,
do,
he's telling this chick to shut the fuck up, blah blah blah, all this shit. But yeah, if you want to, American with 2 N's _ cultivars has it up, and you can go check it out there.
on Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah, for some reason we won't play through the streaming software.
Yeah, I've never gotten sound to work, but I think it's because I use Mozilla and it just doesn't like it. Screen share. I'm gonna figure it out tonight, though.
Maybe you could post the link in chat. Somebody asked.
Well,
Or is there it's not really a link, I guess, is it? It's just
no, it's Instagram. Yeah, there's no link. See, it must be because I'm doing Mozilla, because it says a pop-up comes up to share audio. It never pops up for me.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I have pop-up blocker. But I'll have to move this to Chrome one day.
On YouTube, they said, "Oh, Weez in the Juice is puffing on YouTube." Has it? it's just I don't know if
Yeah,
a lot of people want to hear it, but it's
yeah,
you want to hear
it's
it, you know where to
gross.
find it.
Yeah, exactly. So, um, yeah. What else we got on the docket?
Can you write or can you put the name of the Instagram account in chat for him? I think it's just
I
American
guess,
two N's underscore cultivar.
yeah, I
Was it
guess
cultivar or cultivator?
we
Cultivar.
brought it up, but like now I feel shitty because it's just shit. It's
There's
just
some. Oh,
shit.
yeah, we got it.
But at least you know if you have his seeds. If you listen to that, that's what I would say. If you have his seeds, go listen and make your own decision. Throw them out. I mean, I don't see anybody who wouldn't after hearing it, but yeah. So
Yeah,
piece of shit. Next,
yeah.
don't do it. Let's see what else do we got.
Fortunately, I don't have any to worry about. I got some fucking sweet seeds coming though from who just. I think it was like Black Lime Reserve crossed to like an orange Skittles. I think it is. I got.
Damn.
He said, I want to read what he said because I thought it was awesome. No, I don't know how to find it, but he was saying basically that it was just ruining. Here he is. He goes, the black lime orange Skittles I used has ruined every jar it's been in. Lids are destroyed, and wash the jars in the dishwasher, and it stains the jar permanently.
Damn.
So I like the sound of that.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Have terps so powerful they're staining glass. That's nuts.
Well, the lids.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah, the lids. Yeah, you're buying new lids then.
Yep, yep,
Luckily they sell those packs of them.
yep. I think that's
I found a place that sells fish aquarium copepods, but they sell them in mason jars.
oh, that's kind of cool. Is it more
Yeah,
expensive?
about the same price. They have
Oh,
one of the best reputations. That's where
no.
if I get that really, really, really big fish tank, that's where I'll get it from. It's a place called the Algae Barn.
You
And
mean bigger than the one that you already have downstairs?
yeah, I told you that's a 135, but the ultimate goal is to get that 200 gal. That's it's 72 inches long by 30 inches wide by 30 inches tall.
Where the fuck are you gonna put that?
In that fish room.
It's a big ass long. Would
I
that?
already planned it on a blueprint. It'll all fit.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I'm gonna make it. It'll be cool. You'll open the door and boom, there'll be a 200 gal right in front of your peninsula, and then to the right will be Big Bertha, the cube we brought in,
Yeah,
and then I don't know what else. I think
a little coral tank, a little
I'm
shallow
gonna yeah
tank.
something like that. But if not, I'm gonna reserve a spot for the clownfish breeding spot. Just a stand for that. Keep a small fat clownfish breeding because I have nice clownfish.
You're gonna have to give us a fish tank tour, room tour when you get it all done,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
or put your computer in there for a day.
Well, yeah. Well, I got Instagram. I just haven't taken a lot of pictures because there's not a lot going on, and like my one tank's really ugly. It's
It's
called
just
the ugly phase.
it's kind of cool though to watch it go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Essentially, you're watching ecology, the ecology circle of underwater happen in months, and in your tank, and there's a stage during that that's just everything's growing and figuring its shit out, and different populations of different bacteria are figuring their shit out. But yeah, I'll definitely show a tour because I've got some pretty cool fish. At least I like clownfish and I have a lot of cool clownfish. But I didn't even show you, Russ. Did I show you the stubbies?
No, what do you mean the
Uh,
stubbies?
Bro, they're ridiculous price. They're ridiculous price. But let me show you. Top. No, it's
They're
not the fish.
clownfish.
Yes, they're the maroon ones. They're stubbies. They're stubbies.
Oh man.
Here, I'm just gonna show you guys. This is like the top breeder in the U.S. but you can't buy from them. You have to find a dealer that'll buy through them for you.
What the hell? They're tiny.
What do you? I mean, it's a
a-
picture. Well, these some are, but some aren't. Like these are look jumbo.
Okay, there's some good ones. Yeah.
Those are like 3 inches almost. But like, where's it? So these are all basic to me. I kind of like these ones with the holes. They call them bullet holes, like
Yeah.
that. But there's definitely some cool ones. See, I'm getting distracted looking at the cool
I
ones.
don't see any red ones. Oh, there we go. Now it's
There we
time
go.
to
All
get
right,
some
so
red
there's a
ones.
pirate. They call this one a pirate. I don't know why it's called pirate. But then you get down here. Oh, whoa! Did they
What was
sell
that
'em?
yellow shit?
Oh, here's a nebula, but they might have sold them, dude.
Oh, they're gone
No
already.
way! No way! No way, Jose!
How,
They sold them.
how much were they?
$420.
Oh my god.
They were a pair of these kind, the lightning maroons, but they were stubbies. Oh, that's crazy. Hold on. Pro Aqua Tix Stubby. How do you spell maroon?
I don't know if Rick is still watching this, but you hear that, Rick? He's spending serious money on some fish, not no 30 cents.
Yeah, who's buying 30-cent feeders?
He's finding feeders and then torturing them.
What?
Yeah, he does all kinds of crazy stuff to him, trying to kill him, and he calls him Lucky, the one that he hasn't suffocated and killed.
Oh
He
my
literally,
god, buying stone for the poor thing.
he literally tried to bash its head against the side of the wall one time to try to kill it, and it survived.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
He's seriously a crazy old man, that's for sure. You don't mess with. He used to be a pimp, man. His pimp hand comes out strong sometimes.
Oh, that's nuts.
He pulls him out of the pond in the wintertime to keep him in a garbage can in his basement.
Oh, I sent the pictures to myself.
Good old Uncle Rick.
Yeah, he's not exactly the nicest guy to fish. He doesn't have a good
Sounds
rep.
like Hannibal Lecter or Buffalo Bill or whoever that guy was.
Yeah, he buys them by the handful, the bagful,
What's the
so that
lotion
he
on the skin?
gets one or two to survive, and then
It makes the fishy go swim.
I can't remember how many he said he flushed down the toilet.
That's crazy. All right, I'm sending these to myself.
What are you sending?
I saved a picture of them.
Those lightning ones?
Yeah, and a bunch of other cool ones that I won't get because I'm full up on clownfish right now, unfortunately. All right, here we go. Present. Is my name on here? No, I can present it. All right. Look at these stubby sons of bitches, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That almost looks like a different fish.
I know. I was like, what? Those are clowns? But then I checked out this cool Darwin black snowflake. That guy's cool. B44.
Yeah, that's cool.
A5.
A5. These are some really good names.
Yeah, well, you name them when you get them. B26. That's a bomber.
Are we playing bingo?
B10. This was kind of a cool stubby Wyoming. But that was the last one, I think. Oh no! Oh, look at this pirate.
Okay, now that one's cool. That one's
yeah.
solid.
Look at the pattern. Yeah, that one was cool. And then that was it.
What's that one? Well,
this was just them. This was the people I found. If you ever want to get some of those really expensive fish, Coral Reef Aquariums is in contact with them, and they'll sell them some to sell you direct, but they won't sell you direct. I've tried these Pro Aquatics people. But yeah, there's a tip for you.
And those are all those are bred in house, and then they send them out all over the country.
Yep. Those are bred designer clownfish. I've always wanted to do it, so I've got a couple chosen, like those two snowflakes that finally paired, or they're called snowstorms. The two big cow ones I just got, and then the original ones, they will be a good pair too, because it'll be a mix of a black storm and a ultra phantom, which has a lot of dots and
But that snowstorm one, that female is so huge. She is a monster. So if
Yeah,
she,
yeah,
I
the
imagine
babies,
she's gonna have
yeah.
some awesome babies. Yeah.
And she's durable or resilient, so then the babies might have more chance and stuff like that.
Yeah, as long as you separate them so they don't eat each other.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, they won't eat each other.
Well, I
It's
mean, the
the
mom,
parents,
yeah.
yeah, will eat the babies. Unfortunately, they're not smart enough. Yeah, I reefing. There's a lot in common with cannabis and reefing, and I've always enjoyed both. So you wait till I get the corals going. We'll have a cool fish tour then, because we'll
Those
have a
are
lot of bright corals and cool stuff there. There's definitely some cool recordias, I think they're called, that I have my eye on.
that's tend to
But,
what I tend to look like gravitate towards when we go to those places. I like to look at all the corals and the
I know
anemones,
I
all
was
that
broke
stuff.
for this last one, but there was one this last weekend, Sunday, and you gotta follow these people. They all use Facebook, unfortunately.
Ugh.
But that's where all the events are from Michigan. There was one in Lansing. That was the biggest one of the year. And I just didn't have money, so there's no point in going and being like, "Oh, I can't get that," you know. And but yeah, they do them every, I don't know, just 2 3 months. So if you like this stuff, keep an eye out. It's sometimes it's like $5 10 to get in, but there's a raffle usually, and it's mainly corals. Don't get your hopes up on finding fish. Fish are at the pet stores.
Right. I think
And
that last one we went to, there was one guy with fish. He had some clowns.
yeah, I got a hold of him on Facebook, so I have his contact. And he's just ordering them from some guy, anyways. And if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do it from sources I know.
So he's just a middleman.
Yeah, exactly. So like I have a source that gets them from Sea and Reef. So if you're just getting non-bred ones, like I just showed you guys specific nice ones that are named and everything, like Supreme Frostbite and shit. If you're just getting, let's say you want a Frostbite clown, there's companies that get them from the originators. There's two companies that make all the clowns originally that made all these colors. And so I'll just go there and get them for like $80
Yeah.
instead of some middleman up here that I'm not sure where it comes from. That's where I got that one Ultra Phantom, the little one in the 15 gal upstairs.
Yep. Yep.
That's where I got that one. It was on sale for like $60, and but they responded to my emails within minutes and real communicative when I was like, I'm looking for one that's gonna end up at least all black faced, everything black. Um, and they're like, we'll try and explain like it might not, but like usually they're orange when they're young and then go black. But they were just really responsive, so I go with them for my basic clowns. Uh,
Nice.
yeah.
And they're close, which is cool. Was that the same one that they sent the wrong ones and you had to send them back?
No, that was the most expensive I bought, and that's why I was surprised that they sent me the wrong ones. I got fish in the mail from Miami. Wrong ones, called them. Oops, we'll send you a UPS. So I went from work to UPS, sent them back, and they made them back to Miami because I checked, all fine. So we're talking fish in 2 days went from Miami to Michigan and back. Like,
Wow.
what a wild ride. And then I got mine on Monday or Tuesday, but those, yeah, that
Is that
was
like,
nuts.
fuck.
No, the place where I bought the, yeah, $60 $70 one, they got it right off rip, and they're out of, I want to shout out to them, Cultivated Reef. They're out of Maine, which I thought was interesting.
At least
Maine
they're
of all
closer.
places.
Way
Yeah,
closer
yeah,
than
just
Miami.
get it over here horizontally, a little bit
Yeah.
across that lake, and you're good. But yeah, it's just like getting clones and stuff. You next day, or some things like some water creatures like copepods and stuff like that, you can 2 day. But,
That's what
yep.
makes it kind of cool that you can breed. Then you could probably supply some of the stores with some of it because
Well, that's my goal. Is just kind of I can't wait to show you guys. Shout out to Tropicorium. It's out in Romulus, Michigan, over near the airport. It's a dude that runs like it's just a down to earth, like homey, big greenhouse aquarium store. And I'm gonna bring Spartan out there once, but it's neat. He's got at least 10,000 gallon tanks outside. They're not tanks, but they're like you can only look at them from above, so they're like just containers. But dude, he's got a fish in there. I kid you not, it's like an angel fish. It's this big. It's yellow and bright yellow, bright blue, and it comes up out of the water at you, and it's so big you're just like, holy shit, dude.
Oh fuck!
And it's all natural sunlight in those tanks. They're just filled with old corals, like plate corals and stuff, but it's all natural sunlight from the greenhouse ceiling or roof, I mean,
So it's in the
hitting
green.
those. Yeah, these are in the greenhouse, and then a couple of those tanks are the shark tanks, so it's got sharks in them.
Damn.
'Cause these things are probably, I'd probably say they're 15 foot long by 6 foot wide by 4 or 5 foot tall, filled with water. So they're huge containers, and but he's got this clown in there, and one day I'm gonna try to sweet talk him into. Maybe I'll offer him some bud because I think he. Oh yeah, we smoked a joint.
Oh,
Smoked a
nice.
joint, yeah. Because I was like, you like bud, and maybe we can work something out one day with bud and fish, and but he's got this fish out there in one tank, and I know he's gonna be like, I don't know about it, but he's got a clownfish that's fucking. It's not all black and white like I normally like. It's got a little bit orange, but on the parts that are white and black, it's got the most holographic blue I've ever seen. And maybe because it's always in sunlight that's hitting it, but I
Oh,
think it's that fish. And it's a full-grown clownfish. I don't even think I'd try to breed it, but I want to get my hands on it.
is it
So,
paired
yeah.
with any? Is it paired with
Nope.
an enemy or
Nope.
another clown? No.
Nope. It's in that tank by itself. There's some other types of fish, but it's not the same. But yeah,
So you're
Tropicorn's
saying
a
it
cool
would fit
place.
in that tank right behind you really well? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Too big?
It's a full-grown clown, so it's probably close to that big one up there's size. So yeah, like, even though that's in a 20 gal, that's only because I gotta get this up, the 135. Otherwise, that's really too small. That's what you breed them with is a 10 or I mean I breed them in a 10 or 20 like that, so it's fine. But I'm at max capacity, yeah, for big fish. The only thing that would fit in here would be small clowns, but I think I'm gonna reserve this for the scooter blenny or maybe a mandarin or something else. Maybe a hawkfish.
Oh, those
You know
hawkfish
those
are cool.
hawkfishes you like?
Yeah,
I like the long nose ones. We'll see. They got some talking chat.
talking
What is
about
this?
stuff.
Was that your recipe there, Jay?
That looks like
You're
an
copy and
organic.
pasting something.
Yeah,
Oh, Black Swallow Living Soil, Kiss Organics Premium Living Soil. Was that soil he sells, or is he giving the recipe? I bought some stuff off of him way back in the day when I made my soil, but I bought Coots mix from him, so it's just Coots mineral
dry
mix.
mix. Okay.
Yeah, and then I bought mushroom compost from him because I wanted some sort of fungal activity in there. And I think I bought he has a nice brand of charcoal or not was it what is that stuff the black's burnt stuff biochar.
Biochar. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so there's a nice brand of that, but I bought that and then a bunch of stuff, some compost from Build a Soil. I can't remember. It was a mix of Build a Soil and Kiss Organics to make my soil. And obviously I sourced my peat from a bale locally. Like I found a shop that had one of those Canadian brand peat bales.
Canadian penguin spearmint.
Yeah.
Whatever. The
Yep.
peat. Did you do the grow indoor with it, or did you do that for an outdoor grow?
Indoor. I did with indoor. I did in a 100-gallon pot in a 4x4, and then next to it was a 4x4 with a 4x4. What are those grassroots brand? Is that what it's called? They
Yeah,
make
the
the
fabric beds.
the beds.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
grass
they
fruit.
make so I did that because I wanted to compare the radical bag, which was like 4 foot tall and maybe 3.5 foot wide diameter circle versus the bed, which was 4x4, but it was way shorter. So it's like a foot and
Oh
a half
yeah.
of soil versus 4 feet thick. And the 4 feet thick, bag of radical bag, I'm probably exaggerating it, but it's probably 3 feet or something like that. But still, it's way too thick. I had blue labs and stuff, but I still got by. Don't get me wrong. I was fucking around with autoflowers, and they both grew really tasty. Oh fuck, my brain's farting right now. Mephisto. Really
Oh,
tasty Mephisto stuff, and both did well. But like I said, I learned that I think I like the bed better. So like yeah, in the Trichome Forge, if we ever go organic, I think I've told you this before. I really want to try
we
put
could just
4x4 beds on some sort of wheels, like
we could just
or
throw them in those fucking tables we got in those trucks.
yeah, exactly. If they'll hold the weight, that's shit ton of weight once you get it wet.
I think those tables will hold it. They're made out of
Yeah,
metal.
yeah, yeah. But we can try it. But yeah, organic's kind of fun, but I'm a salt guy for now.
Are you gonna ever
Oh man.
consider full salts, like even take away the moisture to add your own and get dry salts? Or you still like the liquids? Are you saying
Oh, I see what you mean. I prefer dry. I prefer dry if Canada would ever come out with dry. But yeah, if somebody comes out with a dry that I like I think you were talking about somebody coming out with one, and I was like, well, I'll try it. But yeah, if it's something I look at the ingredients and I like it, I'd much rather have dry because you're not shipping water. Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
I always worry about them like going bad for some reason. I
That
feel like
too, that too.
dry stuff is like
But you gotta worry about that too with the dries if you open them and you're not like at work we use a whole bag. It's going in the water. But like at
yeah,
home, like with Jacks, a lot of Jacks people they'll tell you go get those gasketed lids for your buckets and put your Jacks in your buckets so that it's not getting any moisture because if it starts getting moisture, it starts clumping up
It's
and
hard.
stuff. Yep, exactly. So all of them do that, not just Jacks, all the dries. I did notice Drip has a dry now. It was at the store and it's A, B, and C though. And their liquid is A and B. So I'm
interesting.
wondering how they're A, which I know the guy that pushes Drip up here. So I'm probably gonna message him and see what that's about. Maybe get a freebie. We'll see. Um, but I ran a little bit of the Drip from work because we weren't using it. And I got to use it. And I basically used their A and B and their PK, which by the way, shout out if you're using Canna, I could just buy the drip PK because it's the exact same everything, but I think it's like $5-10 cheaper, so you might as well. But so essentially I was just using the drip A and B, and I was still using my power side, the boost, and what's the last one, Mammoth P. And that was what I ran for a couple, like until I ran it out, just because I was not gonna let that nutrient go waste. It did all right. I still I much rather have Canada, but it did enough that if I were to learn about their powders, I'd give them a try. But yeah, I'm always open to new nutrients too. Like another one I never tried that I really want to that Ross and Jeff used to push was
Veg A and
something
B or Veg
Veg
Plus
plus Bloom. Yeah, Veg plus
Plus
Bloom,
Bloom.
and I still want to try that because it's pretty cheap and it's real simple, and I like the sound of that. But we fuck around in the Trichome Forge and experiment and try to advance our knowledge and techniques. So maybe we'll try all these one day. That's why we got 2 flower rooms too with 4 tables. So
That's right. We can fuck around with it.
yeah, well that's why I also like hand watering. Because then you're not limited to batches and like, oh, well, the res is filled with that, so you're not going to be able to try this. That whole room's got
Yeah,
to get that. No, we're going to be able to go in there and, hand water one row with this if we really want, and hand water that row with a different nutrient if we want. And I've done that tons. Brandon Stanley said he ran Veg plus Bloom, and got better results at Floraflex. And see, Floraflex, I've seen good stuff too.
Yeah.
I smoked a little bit one time. It was all right. It reminded me of more of Athena kind of stuff. But yeah, yeah, I like that. We
I like
find
weeds in there. Yeah, that's funny.
yeah, fuck
Fuck
around,
around.
find see that's what Athena hunts are for. And then
Yep.
we'll have some clones and bud and rosin of them. Yeah. For now, all we got is triple burger by Spartan Puke. I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait to try some, see how it is.
I'm really excited for this Pheno hunt though. 'Cause we got like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strains to hunt through. I mean, the majority is Papa Burger and Functified, but
Purple
still,
dot.
Purple Donnie. Yeah, there's 2 of those. So
Gonna be exciting.
yeah, I love Pheno hunts.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
You really want to get a strike? If I say this, it is the way. Here
Maybe
comes Disney.
Disney's on it now. Oh damn! Yeah, no,
Sometime
it's not.
Mickey
It is
Dick.
the way. It's this is the way, isn't that what it
Is
is?
that it? I don't know. See, I don't watch that stuff too much.
I watched the first episode. Not the first episode. The first season.
Yeah, first season, and then it got a little shitty on the second.
I didn't even watch the second. So
Yeah, it felt like one of those ones where like they do really well in the first season, and then they're like, all right, we're riding off the first season, so we're gonna fire the director that did really well. We're gonna hire somebody else, and
take a
then
completely
cheaper,
different direction.
and then try to get by on the doings of the first season. And it's like, okay, yeah, but I also thought Mandalorian could have been a lot more rated R. Like
That's true.
Boba Fett and all that kind of stuff was the rated R parts. The like more serious adult, like yeah, killing and stuff like of the space and Star Wars stuff, and they obviously money does everything, that they went the most marketable way. They literally created a Baby Yoda, which never existed, and
Yeah.
then and that was the biggest marketing thing I've ever seen. I was working at Target during all that, like literally Star Wars everywhere, and now it's a staple. So like in
Yep.
your kids' clothing and all that kind of shit, it's a staple. Like next to Thomas the Train and all that, and Toy Story and all that. So like, what a move! But fuck you,
Yeah.
lazy way.
Yep. I just can't keep track of it all now. It's like they've got it from 15 different fucking services having different storylines, and it's like, no, I'm done. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, cat. Look at this. Look at this cat
Up on top, just melted.
watching you.
In the
Cat, don't fuck around.
No, that cat gets fucking big outside when it's cold. Looks like a raccoon.
It's
like a damn
just
raccoon
how
out
it
there.
sits. If you catch it when it sits right upstairs, it looks like a giant cheese puff on the ground. So I named it Cheese Puff. It's just a neighborhood cat. But yep, I'm gonna finish watching this episode of True Detective before I go to bed.
Nice.
I love that story you told me about. You scared him up into the tree on your way home from work.
Oh yeah, this cat's wild. It's a neighborhood cat. And I always it knows my car because I have a hybrid, and new hybrids, when you're under 25 miles an hour or whatever certain mileage an hour your brand sets, they'll go to battery only. And when they're on battery only, it's now a law in most states. You have to have a sound emitting from the vehicle so that blind people and hard of hearing people can still hear it. Or yeah, not hard of hearing people. That doesn't make sense, but so people who can't hard of seeing, yeah. And so my car makes a sound. The cat always follows it. Like I have a street, and it hears my car go by and knows I'm coming home, so it'll follow me to the driveway and come in. But this was in the beginning when it first met me, and it's in my neighbor's yard, which has like a crooked tree, great cat climbing tree. It's one of those crooked trees with a bunch of just jagged branches, and cat was on the ground just chilling, and I rolled down my window and I went, "What are you doing?" And the cat it did one of those like cat zoomy things where it gave me the crazy eyes, look left, look right, and then it just jolted up the tree, and then did it again. Was just like grabbing the tree, like looking left and looking right. Like cat zoomies are hilarious. Just like I mean, I love dog zoomies too, but I forgot cats have zoomies.
Yeah, they're more like Jim Carrey zoomies. They start
Yeah.
flipping.
Oh yeah. It's fun.
I was just watching some Jim Carrey a little bit ago with the Andy Kaufman, Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah,
That's a good
Oh, the documentary thing.
documentary, yeah.
Yeah.
Man on the Moon was the movie, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Man on the Moon, okay.
Yeah, that was his
Yeah.
mentor or whoever he
Yeah.
looked up to. Yeah.
He did that where he stayed in character the whole time he shot that movie, like between
Yeah,
scenes.
buddy. Method.
Yeah, man. Craziness.
I just watched a movie. It's like an indie film with Shia LaBeouf from 2019 called Peanut Butter Falcon.
Here we go, talking about peanut butter again before the end of the show.
Oh, I'm gonna get me some after this.
It's a pretty good movie though. It's just like he's some I don't know if you'd say fuck up, but down on luck, stealing people's crab traps, dude. And then he ends up with like a Down syndrome runaway, and they end up just hiking it out and trying to get somewhere. And it's one of those like feeler good movies. You don't have it's nothing that's gonna put you in a bad spot, which was nice. But
Sounds like a terrible fucking movie. What are you talking about? Some fucking piece of shit out there stealing other people's fucking traps?
no, he doesn't. Then he doesn't steal them. Cause he's got to take the Down syndrome kid to his dream location or whatever, which is down the shore. Never mind. You're such a
I'm gonna fall
Buzz
asleep.
Killington. Yeah.
I'm gonna fall asleep watching that movie. I guarantee it.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. It keeps you going. It keeps you going.
What's this movie called again? What did you?
Well, peanut butter.
Oh yeah, peanut butter
Peanut butter Falcon.
Falcon. Okay.
Yeah.
It's called Nappy Time Movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I could even see you watching any movie, anyways.
Me, I've watched The Lord of the Rings. I watched 300.
When? Yeah, you're literally talking about almost 20 years ago movies.
No, I own them. I own them.
When's the last time you sat down and watched a movie besides those two?
Besides those two,
My point. I don't see you watching movies anyways.
it'll be a while. Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
while.
you don't even like movies.
No, I don't watch-
Opinion rejected.
You're right. I don't watch a lot of movies.
Yeah. You do like, I mean, the ones you mentioned are at least quality. Lord of the Rings, that Lord of the Rings tattoo I sent you today was detailed as fuck.
That's Emily too.
That shit was so cool.
Yeah, that's the whole map of Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that card here somewhere, the swamp one that I showed you.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
And it's got part of that on there. The dead marshes.
Can you imagine getting across your back or across your chest or something?
Yeah, you take your shirt off and then chick's like, what the fuck's that? Oh, it's the map of Mordor! Of course!
I'd be like, get closer and take a look.
Yeah, you pull out, you always have a magnifying glass. Here! You just hand it behind you. If you look in the top right, they even included Rohan's blah, blah, blah.
If you look way to the south, it's Mount Doom.
Yeah. Oh, Mount Doom was in the south. I was never that into it, so
No,
I don't know the
joke.
orientation.
It was just a dick joke about being mountain.
Oh, I see what you mean. Good one, and we're going to end it on that hilarious joke.
Cheers, guys.
Everyone have a good night.